Hello everybody, welcome to Vlogmas and welcome to Erndales. Today is December 21st. I didn't have to think twice about that one. It is winter solstice. How exciting. Finally, the end of the darkness. I am so excited to be, after tonight, be moved away from the darkness and going towards more light. That means that spring comes next. Even though where I live, spring is a long way away. We've got probably 4.5 months, 5 months even, before we really see spring. But that's okay. As long as it's light, it feels like spring's getting closer. So today I'm going to show you another little thing that I've been sort of caught up with in the last week or so. But first I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story. So when I was a child, I'm talking young child, very young child, my parents lived in the city, and next door to us was a young family who had 3 daughters. And one was a year older than me, one was the same age, and one was a year younger. And they were my best friends. And when I was about, I don't know, 7 years old, 6 or 7, about 7, I think, they bought a different house, a big house, and they moved away. They didn't move far, but they moved away. And I was devastated. I missed my friends so very much. We played all the time together. We did sleepovers. You know, they were my very best friends. Anyway, the people that bought the house were an older couple. I think they were maybe in their 50s when they bought that house. And they had a married son who lived in Ontario. And they had a young adult, mentally challenged daughter. And I resented those people so much at first because in my mind, in a child's mind, they were the reason that my friends went. I didn't understand, the whole moving away kind of thing. But I prepared myself not to like these people at all. And then of course, every year you get to know these people better. And they turned out to be like family to all of my family. And they were like grandparents, aunts, uncles, best friend. They were everything to me. And in particular, the lady, she was the kindest thing. Well, they both were kind, but she was the kindest woman ever and became a very, very close friend of our families. And she loved to do jigsaw puzzles. And one time when I was still in high school, I think, my parents went away for the weekend or something like that. And it was in the wintertime. And they must have felt sorry for me. And they invited me over for dinner. So I went over there. And after dinner, she asked me if I would like to sit and do some jigsaw puzzle with her. I thought that was kind of odd, but I said sure. So she had a table and she had a puzzle already on the go. And we sat there for a couple of hours and talked and drank tea and had cookies and did jigsaw puzzle. And I fell in love with jigsaw puzzles. And so that winter, and then every winter after that, while I was growing up, I would spend at least one evening a week over there working on jigsaw puzzles with her. It became our thing. And she had jigsaw puzzles stacked in her garage, in the top of the garage. She had, look what I'm wearing, disgusting. Anyway, she had jigsaw puzzles stacked up in her garage she had them all planned out for years to come. She rotated them. I think she had something like 100 jigsaw puzzles. And she did really big ones. Like 1,000-piece puzzle was small to her. Anyway, she gave me the love of jigsaw puzzles. And I always tend to do them like her. She would start a puzzle. She would bring out her first puzzle around winter solstice. And she would work on puzzles all the way through winter up until springtime. And then you wouldn't see a puzzle around for spring, summer, fall, no puzzles. And so I sort of adopted that behavior, and I've sort of done that. I got away from it a bit when I had a young family. I just didn't have time to do it. But now that I'm retired, I've been kind of going back to this pastime of doing puzzles during the winter. And last winter, I did quite a few. I started around now, and I did puzzles all through the winter. My sister-in-law is also a puzzler, and she lends me some of hers, and we exchange back and forth. So I have been working on, I started early. I didn't wait until solstice. I usually do wait till solstice, but I started a week ago or so, and I've already done one, and I'll show what I've done right now. And I've started on my second one, and I already know which one I'm going to do third. And then I have a fourth and a fifth, and I'm hoping that that will get me to spring. But whatever, it's a wonderful thing to be doing in the wintertime, especially here where the days are short and the nights are long and the evenings are long. And yes, that's going to get shorter too, but the weather won't change that much to make it all that much more bearable outside. So a puzzle's a really good thing to do, along with knitting and crocheting and cross stitch and all the other wonderful things we tend to do. So here's what I've been working on. I'll show you the one that I finished, and then I'll show you the one that I'm currently working on. And I will say to you, have a happy winter solstice day and enjoy your winter solstice day, and just think the light is coming. Isn't that a wonderful thought? Oh, can't wait. So I will bid you adieu, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, everybody. Bye for now. In my spare time, which I have not had much of, doing Vlogmas and everything else that I'm doing, but I put this up on my work table here, up in my nook, or not my nook, in my studio. I dumped it out, and I thought, this is a good way just to spend an hour or so at the end of the day, just before you go to bed, just quietly put my tunes on over there, and I just sat here and I did this puzzle this week. This puzzle I got for a Christmas present last year, and I did it last year along with about 3 or 4 other ones. But look, doesn't that just make you want to scream? It does me. But I have a feeling that maybe I put this away. I sort of remember something like this, that I put this away, and then I got out another puzzle, did the other puzzle, and when I was putting that one away, I found this. So I have a feeling that this piece might be in one of my other puzzle boxes. I don't know. So what am I going to have to do? Gee whiz, I'm going to have to make all the same puzzles that I made last year and hope that I find that one lovely piece. Isn't it pretty? I think it's great. So I actually only have 2 Christmas puzzles. This one, and then I have this one here, which I've had this one for probably 30 years or so. So I'm going to do this one next. But I was just thinking to myself, this one, as nice as it is, it's not as vivid as this one is. So puzzles really have improved. I guess photography has improved. And I think that piece might be in this one, because I also did this one. I got this one for Christmas last year too, and I did this one after I did this one, so perhaps it's in this one. And I actually don't think I finished this one, so I'm going to start this one over. Which one should I do, that one or that one? I don't know. They're both 1,000 pieces, as was this. But I just wanted to show you, because I'm going to take it apart now and put it in the bag, in the box, with a note saying 1 piece of the tree is missing. That way, if I come across that, I'll know where it's supposed to go. Oh, I was so excited to get it all done, and then realized that I was missing a piece. Was really kind of a downer. But it was a really nice thing to do at the end of the day. So I just wanted to share that with you. So I decided to do this one next. And I've got a little bit done on it. Haven't been working on it too much the last couple of days, you know, because of my knitting frenzy. But I've pretty much gone through all the green, and I haven't seen anything that looks like a tree. So obviously that piece isn't in this puzzle, but that's okay. After I finish this one, then I'll do the other one that I did last year as well. But this one is very nice subject. It's yarn and kitty cats. And there's the pile for the cats. Look at this. I'll do that at the end. I'll get all these other things filled in, and then I'll do the cats. In fact, I think I'm going to take all those pieces over and put them on their own separate board and do the cats separately, like right away from here. But this one has weird puzzle pieces. They're different shapes. They're not, you know, they're kind of abstract shapes, and it's throwing me off a little bit, but I'll get it. So that's puzzle number 2. It's so much fun and very relaxing.